Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today we're going to be making a classic cheesecake with a raspberry sauce to go over top of it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I used was graham crackers, and I ended up crushing them. I ended up taking I got 1.5 cups of graham crackers crushed, and I ended up using Annie's graham crackers. You do not have to use Annie's, but you need to use some kind of graham crackers. So I went ahead and put that in the bowl here, the 1.5 cups of graham crackers. To this, I put 3 tablespoons of granulated sugar, cane sugar, and then I've got 1/3 cup of melted unsalted butter, which I'm going to go ahead and pour into my crumb mixture here. We're going to go ahead and mix that in and try to incorporate it. Oops. I guess you say don't mix too much or you get it all over the counter like I did there. I'm just trying to wet them there with the butter. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now today we are going to be using a springform pan. Now this is a pan that you're able to actually take off the ring here, and here is the bottom. And this is a springform pan. We put that back on there and I latch it on. And we're going to go ahead and pour our crust here that we made into the bottom. And now I'm going to go ahead and use my spoon here to press it down into the springform pan as much as I can. It will go up a little bit on the sides, not a lot, but a little bit. Okay, and it should look like this, if you can see it there. We're going to go ahead and put this to the side, and now we're going to go ahead and take 4 packages of cream cheese. Does not have to be Philadelphia cream cheese. You could use one that maybe is 1/3 the fat or fat-free. It's totally up to you, but I am using original, and we need 4 of these. So I went ahead and took my cream cheese and I put it in the microwave, and I just kind of like microwaved it a few seconds just to get it soft. And that is what I have in this bowl here. So this is 4 packages of cream cheese that each package is 8 ounces. So that's in that bowl. To this, we're going to go ahead and add in 1 cup of granulated cane sugar. Now we're going to go ahead and add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now this would be the pure vanilla extract that we'll be using. Okay, and there's 1 teaspoon. And now we're going to need 4 eggs. Now these eggs are kind of large to medium. These are my eggs that my chickens, have been laying for us. So we're going to do 1 egg at a time. And we are going to beat this on low. And I'm going to go ahead and use the hand mixer. All right, I've beat in all the egg yolks, and your batter or your cheesecake should look like this. Now we're going to go ahead and pour it into our springform pan that we have here. Now we're going to put it in our oven at 325 degrees, and we are going to bake it for 55 minutes or until the center is almost set. Then I'll show you what it looks like when we get it out. The cheesecake is all done. It ended up baking 55 minutes, and you can tell it's definitely done because you can do the wiggle test. As you can see, it looks like it's set up, definitely on the edges and definitely in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to let it cool a few minutes here, and then I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and store it in my refrigerator. It needs to stay in the refrigerator and chill for at least 4 hours or until overnight. And then when it's cool, I will go ahead and take a knife and go around the outer edge of the cheesecake to remove the band. We'll go ahead and make that raspberry sauce right now. For the raspberry sauce, I put in 2 cups of raspberries. They were red raspberries. I put in 4 tablespoons of granulated sugar and a tablespoon of lemon juice. And then I put it on about high heat so that the raspberries could break down. I then used a potato masher and mashed the raspberries to release more juice from the berries. I then let it boil to complete boil all over, and then I went ahead and took it off the heat. And now I'm going to go ahead and put it through a fine mesh sieve to get out the seeds. I have strained all the raspberries and got out all the seeds, and here is the raspberry sauce. If you think it's not thin enough, you can add a teaspoon of water at a time to get it to the thin consistency that you're wanting. I did try it, and originally I put in 4 tablespoons of sugar. I had to put in 2 more tablespoons of sugar, so a total of 6 tablespoons of sugar. Still 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, and now it tastes great. So we'll go ahead and get ready, and I'll show you what it looks like over the cheesecake. Hi, it's the next day. I put the cheesecake in overnight, and it chilled the whole entire night. I figured that would be the best thing. Now, before I took off the collar, I took a knife and I went around the whole entire edges to make sure it's not sticking. So that way it's easier to remove the collar like this. So the cheesecake is all done. And I've got some right here. And again, I chilled the raspberry sauce as well. It will keep in the fridge after making it 4 days. It is definitely thicker than it was before. And here is the piece of cheesecake right here with the raspberry sauce. I think it looks pretty elegant there. Let's go ahead and try it and see how it tastes. That is fabulous. It is delicious. That raspberry sauce just adds a touch to that cheesecake. And it almost looks a little elegant with the red on the white plate there. Now, if you're going to have any leftovers of the cheesecake and you think, oh gosh, you know, how are you going to eat all the rest of those cheesecakes? You can go ahead and you can keep it in the fridge for a couple more days. If not, you can freeze it. Excellent to freeze it. I usually wrap each individual slice in aluminum foil, and then I put it in a bag and freeze it. And I have froze it, oh gosh, at least 4 or 5 months. You probably can go a little bit longer, and then just unwrap it out of the foil, and then usually I let it thaw in the refrigerator so that I can, you know, have it so it's better than, you know, putting it in the microwave. But it is delicious. Well, thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, and I hope you have a good day.